Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, today's makeup is a bit dramatic and extreme. And I just wanted to create a rich chocolate inspired look, but use something a bit different on the lips that you wouldn't normally use. So yeah, I'm going to talk you through what I did and show you as well. So let's get on with it. Okay, so I already did my brows just because I spent a lot of time doing it. I am going to be doing a brow routine video very shortly, but until then, stay posted. So the first thing I did was prime my eyes with the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. I really like this because it's like a pinky nude, but it holds the eyeshadow in place for a very long time and it just makes it last longer. There's no point applying lots and lots of eyeshadows and making a really beautiful look but it not lasting all day, so might as well just put some primer on. Okay, and then what I did was something again a little bit unusual, is I took the NARS multiple in the shade Tuamoto, I think that's how you say it, which I use mostly for contouring or bronzing up the face, but I applied this to my eyes, just all over the lid, because this helps the eyeshadows mold to it and because we want this really chocolatey look. That is what I used. And then over the top I took the MUA palette in Ever After. It's the matte palette that they have and I think it's about £4, which is great. And I took this dark chocolate shade here, I think it's called Penny, and I just put this all over the top. So we're building on colours and we're building on intensity. Okay, and then I took my Naked 1 palette. Now this is the main palette I use in this look. And I took the shade Book and the shade Naked, which are these two shades here. Mainly Book though, because this is the most chocolatey shade. And I put this all over the lid and into the crease and really buffed it through. And then after I did this, I took the shade Dark Horse from the Naked 1 palette as well. This is a really beautiful, has a little bit of shimmer in, but dark chocolatey brown shade. And this is great for the outer corner, so I just put this in the outer corner and slightly through the crease as well. I then took a little shade, I'm not sure what the names of these are, but I took this shade from the Makeup Revolution palette, and this is also the iconic 1 palette, which is my favourite. And it's like a purpley maroony kind of shade, but this helps to intensify the chocolate appearance. So I put this all over the centre of the lid, and then I went in and applied on top the Half-Baked Gold shade from the Naked 1 palette. This will just add that rich kind of golden chocolatey appearance to the look, and by applying it just to the centre it will make the eyes look more round and just a little bit more defined. Okay, so once I did that I took Book and Naked from the Naked 1 palette and I ran that underneath my eyes with a big fluffy brush. The brush I used was from Royal & Langnickel and it's the small shader brush. But it's actually quite a big shader brush, and I just rubbed this underneath my eyes. I also then went in with Dark Horse in the outer corner just to intensify that a bit more as well, and then took a little bit of Half-Baked and just ran that in the centre underneath as well. And then on the inner corner and my brow bone, I decided to use a mix of Virgin and Sin, and I also sprayed a little bit of Fix Plus onto my brush as well, and just ran that in the inner corner and on the brow bone to help mold everything together. And to line my eyes, what I did was just take the Illamasqua gel liner and this eyeliner brush here. This is actually from a nail art set, which you will see a lot of my eyeliner brushes and stuff from. It's just very dense and it works really well. And I just lined my eyes in like a subtle flick. To take the Volume Million Lashes So Couture by L'Oreal and just apply this lavishly onto the lashes. Okay, and then the next step for me was to do my base. So I primed my skin first where I have quite large pores with the Benefit Professional Primer. And then I went in with the NARS Sheer Glow, as always, in the shade Fiji, which is my favourite shade. Well, it's the only shade I own. And I am actually matching this to the rest of my body because my face is a lot paler than the rest of my body because I protect it more from the sun. So I just need to even it out a little bit more with this foundation. To apply Lavishes of Bronzer, which is the matte bronze from MAC. I love this one. It's really, it has that reddy undertone to it that stops it being too orange, and you really have to build on it as well. So I applied lots and lots of this just to contours and to my cheeks to give that bronzy glow, and up on my temples and just pretty much everywhere. Okay, now for the interesting part. You might think this is going to be super crazy, which it kind of is, but I just felt like experimenting and giving you guys another alternative method to using products you already have to create a look. So I decided to go in with my Dip Down eyeliner, fluid line eyeliner from MAC, and I used a little flat dense brush to apply this all over my lips first to give it that nice brown sturdy base. This will feel a little bit dry, but just bear with it because you'll be making it feel nice and glossy afterwards. Okay, so once you've done that, I took Tantalizing Taupe by Maybelline, which is this really nice like browny taupey pinky shade, and I put this all over the lips. Now bearing in mind you may not be able to see this just yet, but if you put this on, this will help the powders that we go in with next mold better. Okay, so then I went back to my trusty Naked 1 palette and I took Book from there with the same brush and packed this in the center of the lips. This will start to make it look a little bit more like brown chocolate lips and just bring a bit of dimension back there. I then went in with a tiny bit of Half Baked from the Naked 1. This will just add again that really nice sort of rich golden chocolate haze to the lips, and then after I did this I went back over everything with the Tantalizing Taupe to seal everything in, blend everything nicer, and I also decided to go back in and just blend the line around the bottom of the lips a bit more so it wasn't as harsh. I then felt like I needed to go back into my skin and just give it a bit more bronze and a bit more chocolatiness to the rest of my face because I was feeling a little bit washed out by my lips. Thing I did was take my Makeup Revolution highlighter in Pink Lights. This is a really beautiful pinky violet shade that just complements the look a little bit, and I just popped this on my nose, tip of my nose to make it look elongated and a bit smaller. I also put it on the bow of my lips, chin and my cheekbones, and a little bit on my cheeks as well. And that is everything for this look. So I know it was a little bit extreme, a little bit random, but I would definitely wear this out, and I will be wearing this in autumn for sure because I think it's a really interesting take on doing a chocolate sort of deep plum lip. You could also add a tiny bit of like Diva, which is more of a reddy dark shade, or a little bit of a plum shade to the center instead, just to give it that bit more of a natural kind of lip color look. But this is a great take because I didn't use hardly any lip products at all, and you know, it's just interesting to see how you can do it because I didn't have a deep brown lipstick at all and I've created one. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. You could always keep the lips nude and just go with the intense chocolate smoky eye, which I think is great. But yeah, I will see you in my next video, guys. Subscribe if you haven't already, that would be amazing. And as always, I will leave links to all my other social networks and stuff, all my social platforms down below. And I'll see you next time. Bye.